Hey there. Today's story isn't just about a robbery. It's about betrayal, quiet corruption, and how the most trusted people in the room sometimes open the door for the worst. You're going to hear about a former bank clerk who didn't just count money, he helped make it disappear. Not with a gun, not with a mask, but with a clipboard and a smile. This isn't a movie, this really happened. In a quiet town where everyone knew everyone, and the last person anyone suspected was the one holding the keys to the vault. But when the FBI finally looked closer, what they uncovered led to 3 arrests, 2 missing persons, and one question that still haunts investigators. How many more clerks are helping from the inside? Stick around, because by the end of this, you may never look at your bank teller the same way again. They called him Danny the Desk. Mid-40s, clean-cut, glasses, khakis, and a tie with little American flags on it. To customers, he was harmless, dependable, the kind of guy who always smiled and said God bless after every transaction. But behind that calm demeanor was a man slowly grooming the system from the inside. Danny had access to everything: vault schedules, camera blind spots, shift rotations, even the layout of alarm sensors. For 6 years, nothing strange ever happened, until one quiet Thursday morning just after opening, the branch manager walked into the vault and found it wide open. Not blown open, not cracked, open, and inside, $1.7 million gone. There were no broken locks, no alarms triggered, no cameras catching the thief, and Danny, he'd called in sick. The police questioned everyone, but it wasn't until they pulled security footage from 2 weeks before the robbery that they noticed something odd. Danny, who was supposed to be counting deposits, was seen walking to the vault on his break. He stood there for exactly 4 minutes doing nothing. Then he reached behind the fire extinguisher cabinet and seemed to adjust something. Investigators later discovered a hidden USB device attached to the branch's internal network. It had been logging security schedules and transmitting them remotely. But here's the kicker. When they traced the IP address, it led to an abandoned house, where they found a burner phone and a notebook with names and account numbers belonging to customers who were never robbed. Only those whose transactions would raise no suspicion. This wasn't a one-time job. It was the 4th bank in 5 years hit using the exact same pattern, and in every single one there was a Danny behind the counter. Even creepier, one of the former clerks from a different branch went missing 2 weeks after an anonymous tip linked him to a similar heist. His last known text, "They know I talked." His body was never found. The FBI finally arrested Danny, but not because he cracked. He was caught trying to board a flight to Venezuela under a different name, with fake IDs, $14,000 in cash, and a travel bag full of prepaid debit cards. In custody, he refused to talk for weeks, until a female agent posed as a fellow inmate during a transport. That's when Danny let something slip. It wasn't about the money, it was about watching the whole thing work. He'd been recruited years earlier by a group specializing in clean crimes, robberies with no fingerprints, no weapons, and no evidence of entry. He wasn't alone, there were more, and according to him, some were still working in banks across the Midwest. Danny is serving 25 years in federal prison, but the money never recovered. And that group he mentioned, the one with clean jobs, never identified, no confirmed members. But since Danny's arrest, 2 other banks in different states have reported similar silent breaches. No broken locks, no forced entry, just money gone. Now there are rumors about a digital blacklist, former employees who vanish from HR systems but are never officially fired. People who quietly get placed somewhere else, start over, and wait for the next signal. If what Danny said is true, then there may still be quiet smiles behind glass counters, memorizing your PIN, your habits, your routine. Not to protect you, but to help someone else. Take everything. Some betrayals come with noise, glass shattering, guns drawn. But the most dangerous ones, they come with silence. A clipboard, a nod, a smile. Danny didn't wear a mask, he wore a name tag. And while everyone else trusted the system, he quietly rewrote the rules. If stories like this get under your skin, that means you're still paying attention. And that's a good thing. Thank you so much for watching today. Seriously, it means a lot to spend this time with you. I hope your day is peaceful, your body stays strong, and your mind stays clear. We post a brand new story every single day, full of strange truths, real confessions, and mysteries that don't always have a clean ending. So please, Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's story. Do you think Danny was really alone? Take care of yourself, and remember, not all bank robbers wear ski masks. Sometimes they wear khakis and a tie.